Hi everybody, thank you for watching. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I got this super quick and easy, natural, everyday type of makeup look. I was looking on my channel and I was trying to see what videos I haven't done in a while, and videos like this I like to update at least once a year because they do change often, and in my opinion they're the most necessary because every single day we're not wearing full glam, obviously, and I know a lot of the times you guys see me in full glam, but majority of the time I'm wearing makeup like this or no makeup at all. So I wanted to show you guys a little update on some of the products I've been loving, and this is my go-to routine at the moment. So if you guys want to see how I got this look right here, then please keep watching. So I feel like I never really talk much about skincare and products that I use on my channel, when in reality it's probably one of my biggest obsessions. Most of you guys probably already know that in order for your makeup to look as flawless as possible, you need to start with the best base possible. So I've always been a huge skincare junkie, and there's a lot of stuff that I do off camera that I don't really share a lot with you guys. If you guys want like a full video where I show you guys like my updated products, like everything from A to Z that I use, definitely comment below and let me know. I would love to do an updated one. I feel like it's been way too long since my last one, but before I get into the tutorial, I'm going to show you just a couple fun steps that I've been doing lately and I'm obsessed with. So I'm going to pull you guys in a little bit closer. So step one is my favorite of all time. I've been removing my facial hair for a couple years now, and it just has honestly changed my life. It makes my skin just feel so much softer, it makes my makeup go on smoother, and overall I just feel like it makes my skin look better. So I have this new product that I've been using that I was so excited to share with you guys. I'm sure you guys have heard of it before. It's the Flawless Facial Hair Remover. In my opinion, this is the easiest way to remove your facial hair. I have always been allergic to wax, so I was never big on getting waxed anywhere, even on my eyebrows or anything like that, because I would end up getting hives everywhere. And I also was never a fan of threading because I would just sit there in like agony. So first of all, it's this tiny cute little thing that fits right in your purse. You take the cap off, and when you push the switch up, there is a light on it and it starts to vibrate, which is really cool. All you do is you press this onto your skin with a very light hand, and you do circular motions wherever you want to remove your facial hair. Make sure when you are using this, you're not using it at an angle like this or like this. You want to just have it flat directly up against your skin, and you're going to do circular motions like this. So first things first, when you are using this product, make sure your skin is completely clean. I wash mine beforehand with an exfoliating cleanser. That way I make sure there's nothing on my face. So I like to remove my facial hair usually like every 2 weeks, or honestly whenever I start to see it growing back in. I'm not sure if it's even possible to see the peach fuzz on my face. It's very light and blonde, and I've been doing this for years and years, so it's totally a myth when people say that it's going to grow back like black or thicker or anything like that. Switch it on. By the way, guys, this is completely pain-free. Like, you don't even feel it at all, which is a blessing. So let's open this cap off. Oh my god, I gotta get a real close up of this so you guys can see. And one thing that's really nice about this as well is, like, when I tell you pain-free, you don't get red afterwards, anything like that. So let me get a nice close up so you guys can see. So when you open it up, not to gross you guys out, but honestly this is like my favorite part. So here you can see. So now my skin feels like a baby's butt. And watch, if you guys try this, which I highly recommend, you're gonna see how much more amazing your skin just looks overall. And when you apply your foundation, you're gonna see how much more smooth your makeup looks, which is amazing. So now that my skin's feeling nice and soft, I always go in with a moisturizer. This is the Tatcha Dewy Cream. This is one of my favorites for like a daytime moisturizer. I'm just gonna take a little bit and apply it with this little brush. So I want to keep this routine super realistic and show you guys what I do like when I'm in a rush, and just kind of like a quick everyday routine. So one of my favorite foundations for a very natural looking makeup is the Stellar foundation. This is an S7, It's very, very thin and lightweight, which is really nice for a daytime look. So I'm just gonna apply 2 pumps right onto this Wayne Goss 01 brush. And what's nice is when you take care of your skin, you don't feel like you have to cover it up completely on a day-to-day basis. Not that you should ever feel that way anyway. Sometimes, you know, I get a little carried away because I do love a full glam a lot of the times, but like realistically, on a day-to-day basis, I'm not wearing makeup like that unless I'm just like in the mood. Like my what I eat in the day video, I woke up and I was like, you know what? I haven't worn makeup in 3 days. I kind of want to just go like full glam. So I went all out, but you know, we all have our days. My favorite thing, honestly, though, is like finding a new everyday daytime makeup routine because it's just the most useful. So it's really funny lately what I've been doing for my brows, and you can use just hairspray, clear brow gel, whatever you want, but I have this new like edge booster stuff I've been using for my baby hairs. So I've been using this for my eyebrows also. Like once I wash my face, I'll just kind of brush up my brows with this because they stay put. So I'm just gonna take a little bit with the edge of my spoolie and I'm gonna take my brows and I'm gonna brush them. We got 2 kitties with us today. Hi. So then I'll take my Anastasia Brow Wiz. This is in the color Granite. And I like these because it's a very thin tip. And I'll just go in and just kind of fill in wherever my eyebrows like are a little bit more sparse. And I'll just draw like thin swipes so that it looks like hair. And by brushing up your eyebrows first, you get to use like way less product, so it's a little bit quicker for the brows. So obviously my eyelash extensions are like crazy dramatic, so any natural look is gonna look a little bit more dramatic on me, but I just love them because it saves me like 10 minutes of putting on eyelashes, and I've just been like super lazy. Like anything I could do in a quicker amount of time, I'm all for. So a lightweight concealer that I have loved and I just started using again, which is also really affordable, which is always amazing, is the Flower Light Illusion Full Coverage Concealer, but it's super lightweight. So I'm just gonna do a little bit. And I'm just pushing it into the skin. Whatever's like left over, I'll just kind of apply where I would normally apply more, but again, we want to see the skin for this look. You want to look like it's your skin, but just better. Thank you guys so much for some of your suggestions on new setting powders that you guys love. I placed like a bunch of orders because I'm going to try a bunch of new ones, but until those come in, I'm going to use the Ben Nye Fair, and I'm just taking a little bit into the cap, and I'm going to make sure it's blended out. And then I'm taking my Real Techniques little brush and I'm just gonna very lightly apply this just underneath my eyes because that's where I crease. And honestly, I'm gonna put a little bit just like right here because it's where I get really, really oily. But we're not baking, we're just putting a little bit and pushing it into the skin. And a tiny bit on my forehead because you guys know I have a big surface area so it gets nice and shiny. I just recently started using this, of course, the Jacqueline Carrots Luminous Powder, but this is amazing and it's like what I've been looking for like an everyday routine because I love to look like super glowy and you want people to like come up to you and be like, wow, your skin looks so good, like what did you use? And you're like, huh, well, little did you know I have a couple layers of makeup on, but I'm gonna take a little bit of this in the palm of my hand. And I'm not using a beauty blender for this look because I just don't feel like using one. So I'm just going to take like a little Morphe brush like this and take a little bit, I just kind of like mix it around like that. And I'm just going to like set my face with it everywhere but under my eyes, just to give it like a very pretty subtle glow. Leaving a little bit on my chin, my nose a little. So I don't know if you guys can see, but it just makes your skin just look super glowy. And I'm just gonna take some setting mist. It's like my favorite part. It's just so refreshing. So my favorite thing to do is add a pretty like shimmer onto my lid. I'm gonna take the color Bali from my Anastasia palette, and I'm just applying a little bit onto my lid and right into my tear duct. And also a tiny bit under the brow. Also, Cupid's bow. And I'm not gonna contour my nose. I'm trying to contour my nose less for like a daily thing because I'm like obsessed with it, but I need to learn to like my nose as is. So this is like a new thing I'm starting. So I'm just gonna highlight my nose with the same Bali color. Like that. And I like to add a tiny bit of color onto my crease because it just kind of like opens your eyes a little bit, makes them look a little bit more awake. So I love to use the color Bybel, which is like a really pretty matte mauve, and just a tiny bit with a large fluffy blending brush, and we're just gonna go back and forth in the crease. Like that. So you can see it just added a tiny bit of color. Literally just like 2 little dips, and that's all you need. With a smaller pencil brush, I'm gonna take that same color, just taking a little bit, and this is going under my eye. This is like one of my favorite shades of all time because it's super subtle. I think it looks good with all skin tones. And again, it's gonna help make your eyes look like brighter and more open, which when I'm doing a natural look, I like to have like big bright eyes. So then I'm taking the Awake Eye Opener. I don't even know what brand this is, but it's like a nude eye pencil, and I'm gonna just line inside my lower lash line. I love like a really bright pink blush when I'm doing a natural look too, because I like to have like flushed cheeks. So this is the Flower Wild Rose. It's a little bit more pink than the one that I usually use, but I like a more pink blush for like a daytime look. And I like to do a little bit on my nose too. And then I'll just go back with this brush and just kind of like blend everything together. So now this part is of course optional. I'm just gonna take a eyeliner. It's a liquid pencil by Too Faced, and I'm just gonna extend my inner line a little bit. So I just do it like right here. Super thin. I don't know if you guys can even see, but I just make it so it looks like my tear duct is a little longer, I guess. And then just right at the edge, I'm doing a baby tail. Like baby tail. And then of course, since I do have the lash extensions, I don't need to do mascara or anything like that. And then for lips, my favorite every single day, even if I have zero makeup on, I'll do like brows and then lip liner. It's my Bybel liner, and it's waterproof, which is amazing, so it literally lasts all day. And in my opinion, it's the most perfect color ever. So I'm just gonna line my lips. And I just line them and then I fill them in as well. I'm gonna just use a tiny bit of bronzer. I don't always do this, but just like a little bit. This is the Waka Waka Mineral Baked Bronzer. Like literally the smallest amount. And just on my cheeks a little. And around my forehead a little. You can see how natural it looks. You can still see my skin through it, but it looks really pretty and natural. And of course, if you guys have any like imperfections or pimples you want to cover up, after you do the foundation, you could take your concealer and of course like spot correct any areas that you want. So feel free to do that. So this is the final result. Really quick, really easy, and overall I love how it looks. You still feel really natural, but also put together at the same time, which in my opinion is what makeup's all about. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you guys later.